As part of their ongoing focus on Black History Month, one church in Ocala took time to recognize educators who have made a difference in their community. Before the service, the Greater Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church recognized past and present teachers and school administrators from Marion County. Among the guests were 9 retired principals who received certificates for their contribution. Reverend Everett Bland says these former educators helped open doors for many in the community.
We are still a part of the community, and a lot of these children now have children that we run in contact with. Education is the most important tool that one can possess, and we cannot say that too many times. It's very important.
The church will also host an African American Food Fest on Sunday, February 20th.
The Oscars are still a few weeks away, but today the Marion County Theater in downtown Ocala hosted its own red carpet affair. The event was held for the premiere of The Old Livingston House, produced and directed by Marion County residents Jeff and Sherry Lamb. The film used all local actors, musicians, and crew and was filmed in Lake and Marion counties. The family adventure comedy is about 2 teens searching for treasure near the Ocala National Forest.
I think it looks wonderful for the Marion County area because we filmed in so many locations around the area, and it just calls attention to the beautiful, the scenery and stuff, and the people have been wonderful. Everybody was so friendly, and we just had a great time doing it.
The Old Livingston House won the People's Choice Award at last year's Melbourne International Film Festival.
Well, people around the country protested at local Bank of America branches, including one right here in Gainesville. The protests were organized by U.S. Uncut. It's a grassroots movement that calls for an end to corporate tax avoidance and unfair cuts to public services. Protesters in Gainesville say the $2.3 billion tax benefit that Bank of America received in 2009 could have covered cuts to programs that help low-income families pay their energy and heating bills.
If Bank of America paid that back or paid its taxes in that amount, those cuts would not be necessary. And that's why we have our palm fronds here, because we don't want any shady deals. And the poor, all they're going to have this summer in the heat is shade of trees.
Similar protests were held in more than 50 other cities, including Washington, D.C. and New York.
And the local festival honors some of the crabbiest critters that are crucial to the area's ecosystem. The 3rd annual Fiddler Crab Festival includes a soup, stew, and chili cook-off, a fishing clinic for kids, craft vendors, and of course, fiddler crab races. The Chamber of Commerce holds the festival this time of year to provide a boost for the local economy.
The water is how most of us make our livings. We are a tourist-based community. So in February, there's no fishing for trout, no fishing for grouper. So the merchants are really struggling to get through February.
Yeah, it's wonderful to bring all these people in, introduce our town to new people. The last 3 years, it's been very, very slow, and it's wonderful to see this parking lot filled with cars.
The Chamber of Commerce expects 7,000 people at this week's weekend-long event. And they are shooting for the goal of becoming engineers. A soccer tournament hosted by the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers is wrapping up activities for UF's Engineers Week. The goals for tomorrow's tournament raise money for the group's scholarship fund, helping 3 incoming engineering freshmen each school year. Teams from across the state and engineering societies from other schools also take shots during the early events, which take months to plan. A total of 22 teams participated, raising $3,000.
The fact that a society is able to put on this much stuff, it really shows that we're such a big part of the engineering society, to have all these students and to really help us to do more than just be another student. It makes you feel like you're a bigger part of something.
The final event of Engineers Week will be during closing ceremonies held on Monday.